What's up, everybody? My name is Aaron, and welcome to the Mad Maker Studio. Today, we are going to start playing Bear With Me because I am so thirsty for detective games. I cannot get enough of them. Off to a great start. Am I playing now? Nope. Okay.
Please wake up.
What just happened? Who are you, Millie?
Millie, my toy giraffe. I've had her since I was 5 years old. She seems frightened. I should talk to her. It seems you had a nightmare.
Great, so we're talking to toys. Should have gathered that considering the detective character in here is a teddy bear. But I am already stoked for this. Let's see. I don't really remember. There was this fire. Yeah, but I can handle nightmares. Let's be open and honest about it. Millie's been with us for a long time, so there was this fire.
There was this fire and black smoke was coming from the windows. Funny thing is, it didn't feel scary to me, like I wasn't really there. Was it Paper City? No, I don't think so. What are you doing here, Millie? Are you all right?
Oh no, miss. Something terrible is happening down in Paper City. I came here as soon as I could. I wanted to warn you and your brother not to go there, but when we arrived, I could only find you.
What do you mean?
Miss, I'm afraid your brother is missing.
I have to go find Flint. Millie, you stay here and rest. I'll come and check up on you later.
Please, before you go around looking for your brother, miss, go and find Mr. Bear and ask him to come along. He's retired now, but he was always so fond of you. I'm sure he'll help you out. He may not be an easygoing man, but he has a kind heart.
Ted? I know where he is. He has a small office in my closet, but Ted and we can't work together anymore. Mostly because I'm still smart and driven and he's become a burnout.
I haven't seen him since he left the city. But whatever falling out you two had, I beg you to reconcile.
Oh my god, how old are all of your toys old? We have Millie, who's an ancient old woman giraffe, and Ted, the detective bear, who just said is retired. Oh, this is great. I think I can find my brother on my own. Okay, Millie, I'll go ask him. Know when to ask for help.
Okay, Millie, I'll go ask him. But I'm not sure if he'll even hear me out. We left off on a really bad note.
It's a shame you two aren't working together anymore. You were always such good friends. But for your sake, miss, please don't go wandering around alone. There is something else I haven't told you about. The reason I came all the way down here. There is this man that came down to Paper City a week ago. He's asking a lot of questions about you.
What man?
We call him the Red Man. There were a lot of fires down in the city this past week. Ever since he showed up, the officials are burying their heads in the sand, while this man has an entire city, your city, miss, cowering in fear.
Well, Paper City Police Department isn't known for its heroic head-on approach to crime fighting.
The mayor and the commissioner have issued a citywide lockdown until all of this is sorted out. A lot of people are escaping the city. We managed to escape through the East Tunnel's maintenance route, but most of the exits are closed off now.
You said we escaped. Is someone else here with you?
The Mugshot boys helped me through the East Tunnel. Bless their hearts. We arrived at Flint's room, but he wasn't there, so I came here to wake you up.
I have to go now, Millie. I'll be back as soon as I can to come check on you. Do you need anything?
I'm fine, little miss. I just need to rest is all. Please, before you go out, find Mr. Bear and ask him to come along.
I guess, but first, this is a point and click game. We got to point and click on everything.
I don't really need glasses, but maybe they'll come in handy. Better take them with me just in case.
Exactly. I have no idea. What I'm trying to, I need to learn the controls. It's like we had to like talk, observe, and it looks like the finger was to like pick up. So yeah, magnifying
It's where
glass.
I rest my pretty little head. It's my bed. It comes with all the luxuries a bed should have.
Any monsters under the bed?
If I had a label maker, I would label this Amber's Stuff, and I would keep my label maker there.
Okay, Amber. What do we got in here? Make sure we have everything we can possibly get before we leave this room. Because you never know.
It's as useful as batteries are. That's saying a lot. I'll just pick this up. You never know when it might come in handy. It's all about the birds and the bees, and how the birds like to eat the bees and other insects. Sometimes I hear voices coming out of it. They're usually kind of informative.
Oh, sweetie, do you not know how radios work? Okay, I guess we're just adjusting the signal. Okay, we've got a treasure chest up here. Okay, great. We have our inventory. I guess that doesn't mean much.
A miracle of modern technology. It's a broken clock. Totally useless without the small hand.
Do we have to fix it, or is that just an observation?
My collection of paintings. Mom said I could have any painting in the house for my room. It was a rigorous selection process. I use this chest as a reading bench sometimes. Unlike most women, I just like to sit near the window on a cold autumn day under a warm blanket with a good book. It's just this weird quirk I have.
Oh, you're not like other girls, which means you're exactly like every other girl.
I don't have a green thumb, like, at all. Well, I do now, but I was doodling with a green crayon last night.
Amber speaks to me on a spiritual level.
Folium cadent. When was the last time I watered this? Oh, that's right, I didn't. It's really hanging in there.
All right, let's go.
Ugh.
Yeah, put the plant out of its misery. Let's go talk to Mr. Bear. Already forgot his name. Ed. Eder.
Amber Ashworth. If I had a nickel for every time this broad got me into trouble, I'd be neck deep in nickels right now. Something was different this time. I could feel it in the air. Someone really put the scares on her.
Oh, this is
Despite her
amazing.
fragile appearance, Amber's a tough kid, so it was unusual to see her like this. She starts talking, and I start pretending I don't care. I told her I'm retired, for good this time. Fell on deaf ears again. Anyway, she starts talking about Millie, Paper City, her brother, and all that jazz. And I'm wondering how many times we've gone through this before. You see, we have this routine where she asks me for help, as she always does, and I play hard to get, as I always do. Eventually, I give in. We've done this so many times I've lost count. She knows the drill, and so do I. Might as well just hear her out. Her words ring through my office. They get stuck in this haze around my head, and then they get lost in the cold autumn rain outside, tapping on my window in this hypnotic manner. It's calming in a way, or is it the booze that makes me calm? Not much to do when you're retired, and hobbies were never my cup of tea. I know her standing in my doorway with her lady in distress shtick means bad news for me, and yet I know I'm in for it again. The sun is slowly setting and the rain gets heavy. The news said there will be a storm tonight.
Hi, Ted. I heard you've retired, but
Cut the ceremony, doll. I ain't doing it.
doing what?
Whatever little plan you've schemed up this time to ruin my life. You're bad news, doll. Always were. Do me a solid this time and leave me out of it. I'm busy.
I knew you wouldn't help me. I only asked because Millie insisted you come along.
Millie, are we investigating old wives' tales now? It's getting late, doll. Shouldn't you be in bed?
Okay, he says he's retired, but he's clearly kept his practice open. That's none of your business. I was already in bed. You're making too much noise. My birthday's coming up. Well, I think I'm feeling a little sassy, so we're gonna tell him that's none of your business.
My bedtime hours are none of your business, Snoop. Besides, I told her this thing was out of your league.
Out of my league? I was once shot at by a prime minister of Denmark. Now, if you don't mind, I have some work to do.
Oh my god, you're still mad at me? After all this time? I really need your help, and I kind of promised Millie I would ask you to come along.
Mad? Why would I be mad? I was almost thrown into a wood chipper thanks to you. I was lucky. One of the guys we investigated is in my birdwatching, poker and cigar club. And where were you? You ran off.
I was following a lead, somewhere else.
Yeah? What'd you found out?
Not much.
Not a goddamn thing. Listen, doll, I've got a nice little setup here. Lately, I've been doing some tailing work for jealous husbands down in the city. Bunch of nervous train wrecks, but the money is good. I grew tired of pulling bloated toys out of Dredge River. Our days of crime fighting are over. That whole thing, it's behind us. It belongs in the past. Capiche?
You've been practicing this speech, haven't you?
A little bit. How was it?
It was okay. The part about the bodies was a bit much.
I threw that in for dramatic effect. It wasn't in the original draft, though.
No, it was good. It gets the point across.
Does it really? You're still here, and I still have a lot of work to do.
I'm smiling ear to ear right now. This is amazing. I cannot get over the aesthetic. I'm in love. It's very dramatic and possibly a little dark and twisted, but in a positively charming way. Do we really have to do this again? You owe me rent. I guess I'll just go alone. Will he cave in and say no? No, you can't do this alone. You're not as qualified as me. Maybe we can do a little of the old reverse psychology on him.
Okay, so you've made your point. I guess I'll just go alone. Into the night. Hope no one stabs me in the back.
Fine. I guess if I come along, they're
Yep.
going to stab me instead. What's this nonsense all about anyways?
So, according to Millie, a lot of things are happening down in Paper City lately.
What things?
Like all sorts of bad things. And there's this guy that's responsible.
According to Millie.
The mayor has issued a citywide lockdown. No one is allowed to leave or enter the city limits until all of this is sorted out. They've managed to escape through the East Tunnel maintenance route, but I think that's been closed off too.
They?
Do I want to give him? Okay, Millie and the Paper City Orchestra, Millie and the Paper City's Paper Mache Association, Millie and the Wine and Cheese of the Month Club, Millie and the Bird Watchers of the World, and Millie and the Paper City Cantaloupe Enthusiasts. These were none of the options. She just told us who helped her get there, but it says he's a bird watcher. Maybe he'll sympathize with that.
Yeah. Millie and the Bird Watchers of the World?
What? The BWOW is here? But they all went north last
Dang
month.
it.
It's yellow cardinal season and an early start. I mean, what? I never heard of those guys before. What in the hell are you talking about? Are you making this up?
Yeah, sorry. The Mugshot Boys helped her out. I know how much.
Yeah, that's what it was, the Mugshot Boys.
I
I
mean,
couldn't.
What's not to like? The fact that they're thieves and thugs, they literally stole a candy from a baby once.
But wasn't that baby an undercover cop?
Well, yeah, it was. But they didn't know that. Now, did they?
Anyways, they helped her escape the city through the East Tunnel, the one that leads to Flint's room, and she said he wasn't there. She believes he's gone missing. I need to go and check on Flint. Maybe he's still in the house, but Millie doesn't want me to go alone. She says it's possible for the Red Man to have found an exit to my house. She's really scared.
Wait, what Red Man?
She was telling me about this man, dressed completely in red. He came down to Paper City recently and was asking questions about me.
He's asking questions about you? What's so interesting about you?
Hey, I'll have you know there are a lot of people out there who find me interesting. Millie is really scared of this man. I can't leave anything to chance. Will you help me out?
Whoa there, Sugar Cup. Even if I come along, and I'm still thinking that one over. I'm afraid a crucial component that'll help in our future investigation is missing.
So far, my only complaint is because the dialogue, I appreciate that it's fully voiced, but because it runs on a little bit longer than I'm generally used to, I would prefer to have manual progression control, where I control the speed of the characters when they speak, just so I have a little extra time to process the information and also make comments. Because like as it stands right now, as I'm telling you all of this right now, working through it in my head, I've already immediately forgotten what he asked me. So I'm going to try to do better about paying attention because I want this to be a good gaming experience for myself. And if anyone happens to watch this down the line, then I want to make sure that you have a good time too. So your hat, your nose, your left shoe, my brother. Your left shoe.
Your left shoe?
No. Wait. No, I'm wearing both of them.
Your magnifier?
That's right, dollface. Now be a good assistant and go find it for me.
I'm sorry, your assistant?
You know what I mean. Now get cracking.
Hey. I thought I'm a client right now. Not only am I a client, I'm your landlady.
It makes this place look like a proper office.
I'm into heavier stuff achievement. I was wondering if he was gonna get snippy with me, but this is my office, doll. You turn the player back on. Well, I want to put it on again because I like the background music.
Left there for research purposes.
We had an option to touch it, but we can't reach it. Okay.
It's my field hockey mask. My friend Jason wants to borrow it. As far as I'm concerned, he can have it. What's the worst that can happen?
Oh, I think we know.
What? Those must be Ted's. I really feel like I don't own enough shoes. And no, it's not a stereotype. It's just a fact.
For reals.
I got this for Flint, with my own money. It's some guardian superhero dude. Very bleak and depressing story arc.
And all these achievements.
These are my clothes. The colors are more on the bright side, but I can't help it. I love vivid colors.
Really? I can't tell. And it looks like we did turn the fan off, which is interesting.
It's full of Ted's past cases.
Can we snoop?
Nope.
Nope.
Here we see a lamp in its natural habitat. It's leaning forward, ready to leap with remarkable precision. A truly fascinating predator of the wild office? It says on the bottom, now made without the use of horses. Horses? Is that something that should be specified? Did they make glue from horses?
Yep.
I bet this glue will be useful. Better take it with me. It says FBI on it. I bet it stands for Federal Bear Investigation. Well, since this office is in my closet, that window there is for purely decorative purposes. Where's the light coming from, though? The light is off. I bet someone wasn't paying his electric bills.
Found my magnifier yet?
Nope, not yet. Do you really need it, though?
Do you really need my help?
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, we got a Swiss Army knife, some glasses, a battery, and sticky glue. Still not clear on how to use my inventory. Okay, I can just leave it here. Okay, use glasses to look. He looks so smart.
Do what with it?
I don't know, man. All right, well, let's. Now that we are equipped with this knowledge, can we leave? Okay, great. Can we put the battery in the radio?
Do what with it?
I tried. Okay, I tried. All right, Millie, I talked to Ted. The red man is asking questions about me. Can you tell me something more about this man?
Can you tell me something more about this man?
I'm afraid I don't know much, Miss Amber. Only stories here and there, plus what the paper has been covering. So far, I know he's been asking around about you, and that he's responsible for all the terrible things happening in the city lately.
You said that this red man is asking questions about me. Why?
I'm not sure, but you might be in danger, miss. This man's done nothing but horrible things since he showed up in Paper City. In only 1 week, he's got everyone, including the police department, hiding and running in fear.
Okay, Millie. Okay. All right.
Miss, don't go wandering around.
But Millie, I need a magnifying glass.
Oh, that's right. I remember playing with this a couple of days ago. It fell on the floor and the lens broke. I'll take the magnifier with me, but I better repair it before I return it to Ted.
Okay, great. So now can we combine items?
I don't think so. There we go. Now I just need a lens.
Do I need to cut out the lens?
I broke my mom's glasses. I better find use for this lens now.
Okay, cool. All right, we're picking up the mechanics very quickly. I'm pleased with myself.
Voila, a perfect crime. Ted will never know.
I bet he'll make a comment.
Found my magnifier yet?
Nope, not yet. Do you really
Come on,
need
I
it, though?
tried to give it to
You
you and then
really
it
need my help?
vanished.
Okay, fair enough.
It vanished. Here we go.
That's not my magnifier.
What do you mean? It's a magnifier. It magnifies and everything?
No, this is my magnifier, with the lens missing, which I'm sure you broke recently. You've replaced the lens with your mom's glasses and glued them together with kids'
Oh, he's so smart.
That's preposterous. Never have I ever.
Okay, never mind. This will do, I guess. Let's head out.
Oh, so nice to see you two working together again. True friendship is never...
Okay, forget it. I'm going back to the office.
Mr. Bear, I know you wouldn't let little Miss wander around alone. Now, would you?
Why? Is your exaggeration after her?
Listen here, Mr. Bear. Little Miss needs your help. Her brother is missing. Now you clean yourself up, get your head straight, and help her out, or else.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Bear.
Sure, gang up on me. Anyways, we should get going. I don't have all night.
Let's head out. Watch my back, Ted. A box filled with all sorts of stuff. Really, just all the imaginable, useful things I need right now to solve this mystery. Packed inside a single cardboard box and left in the middle of the hallway.
It's just closed, doll.
I know.
Was that a jab at me? The player? Okay, Amber's room, Flint's room. Let's go to Flint's room last.
The accentuated, almost reckless brushstrokes could be an indication of the artist's lack of formal education. Rather than paint with methodical, almost sterile precision, he instead attempts to convey his inner turmoil through his paintings, making his work better appreciated through sheer emotion.
What the hell are you talking about?
You're just such a caveman.
I love this bear.
It's so dark in here, Ted. I can't see anything.
The light is busted. We'll have to find a flashlight or something.
Oh, great. Okay. Good thing we got a battery. Oh, man. I want to go to Build-A-Bear and just get a little teddy bear and put a suit in him. That's what this game makes me want to do. Oh, that's such a cool, weird decoration.
That's just...
It's just weird.
Yep, it's weird.
Any weirder than an ancient giraffe toy and a talking teddy bear, and we live in a place called Paper City?
A door that leads to the attic. No, really, that's all there is to it. It leads to the attic, hence the name, the attic door.
Yes, can we go in there, please?
An old clock. My grandfather bought this, or wanted in a duel at dawn. Can't really remember. It's a beautiful clock, though.
All right, I guess. Yeah, okay, yeah, we need... All right, Flint. Can you give us any kind of clues where you were?
Wait, it's locked. But why?
This is mighty suspicious, doll. Wasn't there a hole in the study wall? You know, that one that you used to crawl through when you were younger.
You're right, Snoop. Maybe I can still fit through. It's worth checking out.
Okay, what's in the hallway east? Probably the study. Who are you, Rusty?
Hey there, Rust. It's been a while.
Sure has, Snoop. Still walking the beat?
Not lately. I finally took some time out to sort things out.
He's pretending he's retired. It takes a lot out of him, apparently.
Well, you couldn't have picked a worse time to retire, Snoop. Things are getting close to boiling point down in the city.
What's going on, Rust?
Wish I could tell you, Bear. I'm as clueless as the rest of them. One thing I know is that I was working at the steel mill one day. The damn place got blown up.
Where are my parents? Know anything about the Red Man? We've heard the city is in lockdown. Have you seen Flint, Rusty? You know anything about the Yellow King? I think we can ask all these options, but let's start. You know, the most pressing matter is, have you seen my brother Flint?
Have you seen Flint, Rusty? Millie told me he might be missing.
I'm sorry, little miss. I'm afraid I haven't seen your brother, but I'm sure he's fine. Flint is a tough kid. Besides, no one has left or entered this room since I got here.
I don't know. We just established there's a secret passageway.
We've heard rumors about some Red Man. Know anything about that?
I sure do. He's the damn reason all this is happening, Bear. So this Red shows up down in PC. This was a week ago. He goes after the thugs first, gathers information and such. No one thought nothing of it. Couple of beaten up lowlifes here and there. It's a common trait with these guys, you know? Then, the fire started. I hear a couple of guys down from the coal district gathered a posse, trying to corner this bird. No one heard from him since. And those guys are miners, Bear. They're as tough as nails.
Who is?
Those guys, Ted.
What kind of information is he after?
Well, here's the funny part, Snoop. I heard he was asking a lot of questions about our beloved Miss here. That's why I'm here. After Doris and the kids left the city, I figured I'd come here and make sure Amber stays safe. Now, don't you be dragging her on one of your ill-advised adventures, Bear.
Are you kidding me? Anyways, why would this guy be going around asking about her? You know anything about this, doll? Anyone whose life you're messing with? Besides mine, I mean. Angry boyfriend, perhaps?
Don't get smart. I never heard of this red guy until tonight. Besides, you're the only man in my life, Bear.
Who's getting smart now? So, what kind of information is this guy after, Rust?
Haven't I told you about this already? He's asking about our little Miss here. Is he alright?
He's fine. He's just sleepy and grumpy and, like, totally not drunk.
Nah, I'm fine. I'm just sleepy and grumpy because she dragged me out in the middle of the night on some wild goose chase.
Nice to see you two are getting along after all these years.
What kind of influence and power do I have in this city?
We've heard the city is in lockdown.
Sure is. It's been like that since the mill exploded. The official statement is that there was a gas leak down at the basement level, but we all know better.
Ooh, more dialogue options. Do you think someone is trying to cover this thing up so no one leaves or enters the city at this point? How'd you escape?
How'd you escape?
I used the east tunnel maintenance shaft, but the thing was getting close to collapsing. I think they closed it off completely after I got through.
So you think it wasn't an accident? You think someone is trying to cover something up?
I wouldn't go that far, miss. My suspicion is that the officials don't want to make a big deal out of it. Keep the folks at ease.
What about the mill owner, that Dietz fellow? He made any enemies lately? Filed any big insurance claim or something?
Nah, Bear. Mr. Dietz is a straight-up bird. Besides, his son was down at the mill when it happened. Kid got a little ear buzz is all.
So no one leaves or enters the city at this point?
That's what the lockdown implies, Bear. Folks are still escaping, though. I hear some of them got here through the tunnels. Them mugshot boys were the first to flee, and poor old Millie. I hear she got here safe.
Millie's in my room. She's resting.
Bless your kind heart, little miss. I'll stay here in the hallway. Keep an eye out.
Can you do it, Rust? You seem kind of tired.
I ain't no bunny, little miss. Some buster tries to pull a fast one on me, I'll give him a little chin music before I drop a dime on him to the elbows.
What?
He's saying he can do it.
I love this writing.
You know anything about the Yellow King?
Not really. I guess they left the thing wide open, like open to interpretation. I personally didn't think much of it.
Well, we better get cracking. Catch you later, Rust.
Sure thing, Snoop.
Thank you, Rusty. Bye.
Bye, little miss. Don't worry about your brother. I'm sure he's all right.
Rust.
Okay, I thought you'd give me a little bit more context than that, because in my mind I was thinking, well, maybe I should have clicked the magnifying glass before entering into all these dialogue options with him. You know, like, who is he? How long have we known him? What is his function? What does this pin say? Is he in the union workers? I don't know, man. I need backstory. All right, there's the study. There's also the parents' room. I'm inclined to go into first because we might get a flashlight in the study or in Flint's room. I don't know. Let's feel it out.
It's locked. I mean,
Of
it is.
course. Of course, nothing would be easy.
It's all dried up, serving as a reminder of life's fleeting nature.
And also just general household negligence. Are you the only one here? Are you the only one capable of watering plants and then you just don't do it? Where are your parents?
For when you get tired of walking up and down this hallway.
That does look like a pretty dope place to like stretch out and take a nap, and it's raining outside. Oh, I would love that.
It's a tree, like the ones outside, only this one is inside. It's creepy. I don't like it.
What function does it serve? All right, let's go into the study.
A book titled It's a Wonderful Lie, The Judicial System and How to Exploit It for Profit. So many stupid words. I hate boring books.
Oh, wow. How topical and relevant.
It looks pretty. The sand, I bet, came from somewhere far away.
That dim-witted boy sells these down at the local market, so the sand probably came from...
Nope, somewhere far away. Maybe some desert.
Sure, the desert.
A book titled It's a Wonderful Lie,
whoops, yeah, I
The
already clicked
Judicial
that.
System and How to Exploit It for Profit. So
Merpy.
many stupid words. I hate boring books. Hey, a flashlight. But there are no batteries inside.
There's bound to be some in the house.
We can ask Rusty if he'll give us one of his. I'll take the flashlight with me.
I don't want to take a battery from Rusty. Can't I just use the one I've got, or do I need two?
Only for looking, not for touching, according to my mom. It's a decorative plaque of some sort, or an award for wood chopping? I don't really know. It looks expensive. My grandpa's books. I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but these look so boring.
So which one of them opens the secret passageway? Oh, I don't, is that the hole in the wall? It's covered in spider webs. I don't like that.
A book titled Indoctrination of Roman Dutch Law in the Courts of South Africa. Well, that makes no sense whatsoever. My grandpa's books. I know you're not...
Okay.
Ew, cigars are gross. Of all the places in the world, the flavor country seems least appealing to me. It's Anubis, protector of the deceased. It's so common you would think people have an almost unnatural fascination with death.
I have never in my life heard anyone pronounce that as Anubis. I've always heard it as Anubis. Which one is right? Okay, I feel like I'm just dawdling. I do not want to crawl on that spider web infested hole in the wall.
It's growing from the sand.
Aren't you perceptive, doll? You should have been a detective.
And you should have been a 10-year-old girl, because you throw like one.
Hey, hey, hey. Don't be pushing no stereotypes now.
This hole leads to Flint's room. It's covered in cobwebs, though. That's so gross. Go in, Ted, and check it out. I'll wait for you here.
I'm sorry, doll. As much as crawling through spider-infested holes
Yep.
sounds appealing to me, I have to pass. See, spiders tend to nest in my fur, and then I have to take a bath and go through this whole fumigation process. It's a mess.
So what do we do about it? Also, this seems like a very big house, a very nice house. Your parents didn't have the money to fix a hole in the wall, or your grandpa? Come on now.
So many places to visit. If I had a lot of money, I would spin this and travel to where my finger lands. Hopefully not in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Well, it looks like it has a hinge.
Let's take this bad boy for a spin.
Or we just spin it. And just get a fun little animation. Okay.
This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of these.
Oh, fine. I didn't want to deprive Rusty of one of his power cells.
What the hell? What was that?
I don't know, Ted.
That was scary.
Lights, tricks,
Yeah, I guess. I'm getting too old for this.
this thing.
Yeah, sounds right.
Not really.
I didn't think this was a scary game. What just flashed? I'm scared. Oh no. I'm not prepared for jump scares.
Rust, we need a big favor.
What's this about, Bear?
Rusty, we need a battery for our flashlight. We thought you could help us out.
Sure, I got batteries, but here's the problem, miss. If I give you a battery, I gotta shut down for the rest of the night, and I have to keep an eye out.
What do you mean take the edge off? Can't we get just one? What is this? I'm gonna pick it because I don't know what it means.
We could take some of that edge off, Rust. Why don't you rest your eyes for a bit and let me and the doll here take over?
You? No
Oh,
offense,
I don't wanna
Bear.
trick
I
him.
respect you as much as anyone in Paper City, but this here is different. I don't think you could handle this red guy on your own. You should take care of Miss Amelia. Leave the patrol to me.
Are you saying I'm not qualified for watch duty? We have to wrap this thing up, fast. There's a bottle of carrot juice in my desk that's longing for my return. We can keep an eye out for anyone suspicious in the meantime. Besides, you know I'm more than qualified. That nasty business from a couple of years ago, with them robots going missing. I was the one that brought that whole shady affair down, and you know it.
Are you trying to play me, Bear? I know you had nothing to do with that. That thing went so high up, there's no chance in hell a snoop like you even got close to wrapping it up.
You seem to have blown a fuse there, Rust. It was me who cracked that case, and I can prove it. I have the case file and the credentials, handed to me by the commissioner in my office somewhere.
Okay, settle down there, Bear. Let's make a deal. You show me the credentials, and I'll hand over the battery. It's not that I don't believe you. I just want to make sure you're not playing me is all.
Okay. Yeah, and that was the whole thing with the robots. I believe that was a reference to the prequel game, which I also plan on playing. Can't we get just one? I think we know that. Can we just leave? No, we gotta ask. Okay.
Can't you give us just one battery, Rusty? You'll still have a couple of them left, right?
Here's the thing, little miss. It's a closed circuit.
She knows. She's just playing on your soft side, Rust.
Okay, I got it.
Ted and Amber move away.
Oh my god, Ted, you're not supposed to read the brackets. A do-over?
Keep it rolling! We should get to my office.
I love
though.
it.
There's an old file I have to find.
What's this whole deal about anyways? Why can't he just give us a battery? We can keep an eye out.
Rust is having a hard time coping with what happened. He worked in that mill for over 20 years, and now suddenly he's got nothing to do. Let's just do this to humor him.
Poor Rust. Okay, you're right. Let's find that file.
I think by the time this is over, we're going to meet a lot of people in his position.
We've got comedy, we've got jump scares, we've got all the delicious film noir detective aesthetic that I just absolutely live for. Breaking the fourth wall. This is another perfect game for Aaron. I'm sad to have not played it sooner. It says all of the elements that I love. Okay, it looks like that flash was just a preview of the room, so I'll figure it out in editing if we got an additional jump scare after we saw presumably our brother crying, or our brother's outline anyway, crying in the corner of a dark, scary room.
There should be an old file here somewhere. Nasty business from a couple of years ago. The robot union hired me to look into several cases of robot kidnappings.
I remember. That CEO of Illuminarium, Skinner, used robot parts to manufacture headlights at low prices.
Yep, I brought down that whole shady deal. Almost got shot in the process. Rust finds me unqualified for lookout duty. Probably thinks I'm a burnout.
You're not a burnout, Ted. I mean, you were more driven before, but I understand you've had a lot on your mind lately. Anyways, I'm really glad you're with me on this one.
Sure thing, doll. What am I going to say no to you?
Thanks, Ted.
Don't mention it, partner.
Oh, we've got a rapport back. Also, I love his voice. They picked a perfect voice actor for him.
There, is this it?
Yep, that's the one. Let's head back to that hothead robot.
Hey, that hothead robot is doing us a solid. Oh wait, I gotta drag the credentials.
There you go, buddy. Signed and authorized by Commissioner Locke himself. Anyways, we really need that battery now, Rust. Time's a factor here.
So it was you. I'll be damned. That was a big deal for us robots, you know? I always held you in high regard, Bear. But you just earned my utmost admiration, let me tell you. You can have my battery. I can use a little shut-eye, to be honest. Keep an eye out and keep little Miss here safe. Oh, and check on Millie from time to time. Make sure she's all right.
Thanks, Rust. We won't let you down.
Thank you so much, Rusty. Get some sleep. We'll wake you up in the morning.
Okay, this feels like a good stopping point for me for episode 1. I've already gushed an enormous amount of praise for this game and these characters, and the writing is just mwah, chef's kiss. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, so you can hang out with me as we continue the rest of this game, which, again, I'm in love with. But as always, I hope to see you next time. Bye!